Welcome to Tackle Fanatics TV, and in this episode of TFTV, Blair takes you through the Nash Citruz Special Edition range.
Well, I don't think there's been a session over the last 12 to 18 months when I haven't used the awesome Citruz. I'm guilty, like I'm sure some of you guys have in the past, taken far too many special pots of pop-ups with me. You know, all it does is create confusion, and when you don't catch on one, a lot of doubt. Certainly the last sort of year and a half, 2 years, all I've used is the Citruz. It really thins my range down and means I don't have to take so much with me. And it's because I'm utterly confident, in the bait. There's three different sort of options available at the moment. 10, 15 and 20mm pop-ups in pure white. You know, white when we first launched it was the very in vogue colour, and I've literally caught hundreds of fish on white baits. We've got a pastel sort of washed out mix of colours and some really bright ones, and you know, on any given day all of them will work. I personally like the white ones if I'm fishing these park lakes and stuff where there's a lot of bread going in. The really bright ones for when the water's a lot murkier, or in the winter, in the spring when the fish are sort of, they need something brighten in their face, and the more pastel washed out colours, maybe if I'm fishing somewhere a little bit trickier, more pressured fish, wary fish. All of them have got a use on the right day. All of the pots come supplied with these awesome little atomizer bottles, and not only they're great for spraying over the top of your pop-ups to keep them packed full of attraction, I've been spraying in my little PVA sticks, spraying them inside solid bags. Just an awesome attractor. And there's even a larger bottle when you're as obsessed with it as I am, and I'm spraying my particles with it, pellets, maggots, ground bait, pretty much everything really. I'm just super confident in it. And I know I'm not the only one. The likes of Ollie, Alfie, Crowy and loads of the other lads at work have caught a phenomenal amount of fish on the awesome Citruz. So it made logical sense to expand the range a little and move with current trends. One of the big things at the moment is pink, and I mentioned Alfie and Ollie, because I know these two lads, they don't cast a pop-up out unless it's a pink Citruz. They've caught a lot of fish. Their captures speak for themselves. Anyway, a lot of us got together, got on the case of Gary Bays and Keith Sykes, and suggested it would be a really good idea to make some bottom baits. One of the things I found particularly successful is, when I'm fishing a choddy or a stiff hinge rig, I like to flick a few baits around it. Now, up until the point we managed to get some of these for testing, I had been using coconut cream, but like I say, we got Gary and Keith to develop a nice base mix, stick the Citruz attraction in there, and the rest is history. They're going to be available very soon. They feature bright pink and some pastel pink, and you can also now get the corresponding colours in pop-up form as well. Definitely a winter edge. Stiff hinge, choddy, little solid bag, even a zig, flicking a few of the appropriate matching bottom baits around it definitely will get you a bite. For sure, winter is probably one of the most challenging times of the year, but a decent bait dropped on their nose, it certainly can still bring you the rewards. Well, just for proof of the pudding, here's one I had on a quick overnight last night. A little 10mm pink Citruz with about a dozen freebies flicked around it. I will point out a lot of the fish I've had have been on 10mm baits. Yes, if nuisance fish are a problem, it is a problem, but if they're not and you can persevere through, for example, the bream, then I do think a little 10mm pop-up is an edge. A lot of the waters you guys will be fishing, everyone's flicking 15mm pop-ups, 15mm pop-ups, so to give them a nice little one, it's just something they're not used to. Awesome early winter result. I'm sure it's not going to be the last fish I catch this year on the Citruz.
You've been tuned into TFTV. Tackle Fanatics stock a huge range of Nash products at the best prices in the UK. To view our range, log on to www.tacklefanatics.co.uk. Member Tackle Fanatics offer finance to make your tackle purchase more affordable. Tight lines from everybody at TFTV.